Hello, America. It's time to check the nonsense at the door, clear the cobwebs between your ears, and have a rational-ish conversation. This is the lost art of common sense.
Una buena otra, ey, me la voy a llevar a todos pa' un VIP, ey, saludando a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie, say cheese, que se ríen las que ya les metían, un VIP, ey, saludando a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie, say cheese, que se ríen las que se olvidaron, que de mí me gusta mucho la Gloria, la Patricia, la Nicole, la Sofía, mi primera novia en Quito, el María, y mi primera mujer se llama Talía. Tengo una colombiana que me escribe todos los días, y una mexicana que ni yo sabía, otra argentina que me quiere todavía, y las dos PR que toditas son mías, una dominicana que juega bombón, ey, juega bombón, la de Barcelona que viene en mollón, y dice que me hizo una barranquilla que bueno, con mi corazón, quisiera mudarme con dos por una mansión, el día que me case te envío la invitación, muchacho, deja eso.
Oh, hello, America. My name is Matt.
And I'm Josh.
And this is The Lost Art of Common Sense.
Brought to you by our merch shop.
Buy our shit.
Buy our shit. Link in the description below. Obviously, as you can see, Matt's running the show today, and Kevin couldn't make it because he's busy eating pancakes.
My name is Kevin, and I have a load in my pants.
That's a very...
I really like AI.
Yeah. AI is good. That is good. Well, enjoy those pancakes, Kevin. Man, you are really buffering. This week, I guess there was a big thing that happened this last weekend, and it was the Super Bowl. So that is kind of what we're going to be talking about today. First off, I guess, did you do anything fun for the Super Bowl?
I sat at my house and watched it in my attic.
Oh.
By myself, because I was busy.
On the new couch?
It was. And after that new couch, which is not very comfortable at all on its own, but is very comfortable if you buy accessories for it. Now I was busy. Wait, was it?
Yeah.
Hope we don't stuck without Kevin. That was not a funny. That was a hilarious AI Kevolution.
That was hilarious. Kev.
No, I was working all day. I was gonna have some people over and cook some stuff and like make some cheesesteaks and stuff, but I was trying to get my sprinkler break fixed in the backyard. Finally got it done, and I'm like, okay, well, it's 5 o'clock, so I'm just gonna go upstairs and watch the game. Yeah. How about you?
5 o'clock somewhere. We had a bunch of people over for a Super Bowl party. I don't think anybody was really cared about the teams that were in it, other than we just wanted to see the Patriots lose, which they did, so that was nice. Yeah, we had a bunch of people over. Most of them had their kids, so they kind of got the whole downstairs, which kind of sucked because usually with those parties, a few of us like to go downstairs where we can actually hear the game and the commercials. That did not happen with all the kids, but otherwise, a lot of good food. And just kind of talked and messed around the whole time, so it was nice. Won some money. It was a good time.
Hell yeah. One of the guys we work with hit a square and won a decent amount of cash. Didn't even know it.
Whoa.
Dude came up to him and was like, how do you win it? Like, how do you want what? Your winnings. Told him he won $1,000.
Oh.
It's like, damn, lucky you. Last time I bet in the Super Bowl was when the Bears were in it and I lost. And I paid Kevin back $50 in nickels.
That's a lot of nickels.
Hey, I paid my bet. God. No one says
you paid it.
We never said how it needed to be paid. So,
yeah, it's like paying your parking tickets all in pennies.
Yep, brought a bag of pennies to the bar and dropped it right in his crotch. I'm a sore loser.
Apparently,
I have no shame in denying that.
Oh, that's funny. Did you place any bets on it?
No, I don't.
On this year's?
Yeah. I lose a lot. I'm the guy who helps keep the buffet free and the lights on.
Nice. So at the house, we did this envelope game where you get a bunch of lines. I think there was like 9 or 10 lines, numbers 0 through 9, and you pick a line. You just get a random one, get a random number, and your number is the total. Is the last number of the total of each half. And so I put in $20, got a bunch of lines, and then I ended up winning my $20 back. So that was nice.
It's always
And
good to
then
win.
I haven't placed a bet in a bet in a while. And then I was like, oh, I'll just do something here. So I did less. I did the under, which was 45 points. So I did that, and I had the Seahawks winning. So I won
Bet it
a
does.
few bucks. What is that in
Said
nickels?
$50 nickels hurts the twigs and berries.
I'm sure it does. Yeah.
You might want to see a doctor if you have twigs.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
say
if you have multiple twigs, yeah.
I would see a doctor, but I don't see it as a downside. I got to play swords with
Yeah.
myself every time I go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's great. What did you think about the game as a whole, and were the right teams in it?
I personally thought the game was kind of boring. It was a good defensive game. I don't think the Patriots had any business being in the Super Bowl, and really, I think there were better teams than the Seahawks. I mean, because both offenses were not spectacular at all or entertaining. The defenses were good. It was a good defensive game, but I just, I don't know. I mean, a lot of Super Bowls, I mean, they are tight, but like these were tight because the offenses just couldn't do anything. Like the Patriots,
Yeah.
we were talking about, or I was when I was arguing with Kevin. I was right, by the way. How Tom Brady questionably, like he was really good because he had a good O line, and then this dude, it's like he had no O line. Was it like 6
Yeah.
sacks or something?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was stupid. I was like, they are not helping him at all.
Well, there's
They are
no point
making
in
him look
stopping the
bad.
4-man rush if they're just going to keep getting through. So they just kept
Yeah.
doing it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think
I
it
know.
was I thought it was a lackluster game myself.
I did too. And again, it was nice to see the Seahawks in it. I was glad for Sam Darnold just because he's had to deal with so much shit his career. Um, so it was nice to see that. But yeah, it was definitely a defensive game. And the Seahawks offense, I think they just kind of wore out the Patriots. And then the Patriots, towards the second half, they were just kind of like, all right, we're kind of worn out. We're done. We're not this good. And then the Seahawks offense kind of took over. Their star receiver didn't really do much, and then he got hurt, I think, in the third quarter. I think he went
Yeah.
out, so that kind of sucked because I had some money on him too, but whatever. Um, but yeah, I think the Patriots got in because they had the easiest schedule ever, and their defense was really good, but not good enough, obviously. And the Seahawks, yeah, I don't know. I was okay with the Seahawks getting in, but the Patriots, I I think like the Bills. If the Bills got in it, that would have been better.
Yeah. Wasn't the Seahawks coach like the second or third youngest coach to win the Super Bowl?
Second, I think, if I remember right.
Pretty impressive. You might be hopefully you can keep building the team and have a dynasty.
Yeah.
Started out as an
Pete Carroll
intern
couldn't do
for
anything with
somebody. Joe was. But yeah, I don't know. I think performance on both sides were a little weak for it being the Super Bowl.
Yep.
They set the bar high most of the time because they're supposed to be the two best teams in the league.
Yeah. Well, every
But
now
you
and then
know,
you get
any
a
given
clunker.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hooah. What did you think about the Super Bowl commercials, and have they gone down lately?
I think they have. I can't. The one I did like the Budweiser commercial. I thought that was
The
kind of cool.
Clydesdale?
The Clydesdale that was like helping out the eagle, and then at the end it's all like America, full-grown Clydesdale, and a bald eagle flying off his back.
That was really cool. That was awesome.
That one and the Backstreet Boys commercial for T-Mobile are literally the only two commercials I remember.
I saw that they were on a T-Mobile commercial, but there were so many people talking at the same time. I couldn't hear like any of it. I had to watch a lot of these afterwards on YouTube. So while watching the game, I was just like, "It sucks," but I thought it was kind of funny they were in a commercial. The one I did like, I loved the Budweiser one. That one was cool. I could kind of keep up with that with the Clydesdale and the Eagle.
Well,
That
it's
was
good to see
awesome.
them getting back to their roots and the people that
Yes,
actually buy their beer.
yes. The other one was the Dunkin' commercial. Uh, it had Ben Affleck and Jennifer Aniston, all these '90s people. Joey was there, and then Tom Brady.
I do
Tom
remember
Brady
that
played
one.
like the Ross thing. That was pretty cool.
Seemed to be a little bit all over the place, but that's probably what they were going for.
Hmm.
So yeah, that wasn't bad. Ben
Yeah, I
Affleck's on
mean,
a few Dunkins, hasn't he?
I think he's been on Dunkin's for a bit. He's probably their main spokes guy. Um, yeah, I can't remember. He did one with Matt Damon last year.
He needs to start a campaign to bring back the Boston Cream Munchkins.
Mm,
Apparently, that's a thing. I've never seen them in real life, but I saw them
Boston
on the
Cream
online
Munchkins.
menu. Yeah,
Boston Cream Munchkins?
yeah.
Huh.
You know the Munchkins,
Probably a
right?
thing.
The donut holes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They would be delicious, and I would be buying 24 packs of those and probably pack on 500 pounds.
Hmm.
And I'm fine with that. Just actually make them. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. Probably have to go to Boston.
Bastin.
Boston. Um, no, I thought those were good. I mean, overall, the past couple of years, I think they have kind of gone downhill a little bit. I remember growing up watching them. They just seemed funnier, and I mean, there's probably some laws of what they can and can't do anymore, but
Yeah, and I
um,
will say they were better than the ones back in the tech boom day when it was all just stupid .com shit.
yeah, I
That
like the
was
GoDaddy ones; those were good. But
those are all right. It's just there's like some ones that are for like tech firms that no one's ever heard of before, and it's like, oh yeah.
oh yeah,
So
it's like what
they
the
were
hell is
better than
that?
that, but they're just not like they should be memorable. And I think it. I don't know if they did it this year, but I thought it was kind of stupid how they started releasing the Super Bowl ads on YouTube before the Super Bowl.
They did some of them, yeah,
Yeah, I just think that's
and it
dumb.
was just yeah. And I remember a few years ago they would like with the movie trailers and everything, they would release the full trailers before the Super Bowl, but then they kind of went away with that and started doing more like teasers before it and then be like, hey, this is going to be in the Super Bowl, watch it. Um, which is cool because I remember again growing up, you wouldn't hear anything about them. You said, oh, they might have it, and you'd just be watching to see if they had the new Transformer commercial on or trailer on, whatever. And then they have it in the middle of the Super Bowl. That was cool. That was exciting. Now it's just there was one that was pretty exciting that I saw. That was the new Steven Spielberg movie. He's doing an alien one. I can't remember right now. I can't remember the name of it, but it looks
Hail Mary.
pretty good. That's another one. That's a different one.
Oh, that's not the right one.
No,
Well, I'm looking forward to that one coming out.
the Hail Mary one looks good too. That one, yeah. This other one's kind of weirder.
Oh,
Kind of
Kevolution
fun.
agrees. Budweiser. America.
Yeah, Merc.
Oh, if you ever actually want to read the comments and not have to squint at them, if you go to the comments section and hover
Yeah,
over the magnifying glass, because some of them
yeah,
are hard to read.
yeah.
Little tip
My
for the trade.
mouse is not working.
What's up, Jared?
Jared.
I bet he's happy to see you and not Kevin.
Yeah, you like me.
He was pretty disappointed after last week.
Evolution. I know. I watched the show and I felt bad. I should have reached out to you. I'm sorry.
His what's up just didn't feel the same without you because we knew there was going to be a follow up of him pointing out how he likes you best.
Because he's smart. Got good taste, man. Let's see what's next. Speaking of the commercials, I looked it up. They went around. It cost about $8 million to over $10 million, depending on the spot. Do you think they've kind of gotten out of control with the cost of these?
Um, not really, because it's a supply and demand thing. So they're going to charge whatever people are willing to pay, and it is a widely seen commercial because there's a lot of people, even to this day, even with the crappy commercials, that will like. I like watching the football game. I mean, I don't watch a lot of sports, but I don't have a problem watching. Like, I watch the World Series. I'll watch standard football games or the Super Bowl game and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that literally just watch for the commercials. So you do have a huge viewership. So, I mean,
Yeah.
really, I mean, they're not going to get $8 to $10 million in ad slot if they're not filling them. So if people don't want to pay that much, then they just need to be like, you know what? No commercials.
Yeah.
The quality for what they're paying for those spots, though, maybe that's why they're kind of lame now.
That's probably.
Didn't have
Yeah.
money for
No.
production. We had to pay for the airing.
We had to pay for the 30 seconds to be on it, and we did not get a good commercial. Honestly, with some companies, that's probably it. They probably had to be like, okay, we want to be in there. We want to get our name out there, or get people to come to us. But that costs so freaking much now. I don't know, but probably with today's dollar, that's probably on par with it. So
Yeah, because
sadly,
I mean, last time I even thought about it, it was a long time ago. Like over a decade, they were like 5 million.
yeah.
So I mean, it's. But like I said, I mean, it has. They can demand that price because they got all eyes watching them around the world,
Yeah.
even in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Yeah, a lot of eyes in there. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was. I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around over $10 million for that less of time. But
It pisses me
let's
off
see.
when like my insurance company, like Jake from State Farm does one because I'm like, oh, how much my premium went to pay for this bullshit? Like it
Yeah, they got
annoys the
Jake.
crap out of me how all of them, like how much money Progressive and all those guys spend on advertising. Like it's insurance. Everybody has to have it. You don't need to be spending tens of millions of dollars a year in advertising because you know what? That's coming out of our premiums. And I don't like paying the bloated ass premiums that you give a car insurance nowadays.
Yeah,
That's just me.
that's true.
That's just
Yeah.
me.
Well, you gotta get Jake from. You gotta get Jake from State Farm, and you gotta get Caitlin in there, and then whoever else they had. Who do they have this year? Dion?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't remember. Couldn't hear anything. Speaking of Puerto Rico, what halftime show did you watch?
I watched Turning Point, not to make a political thing out of it.
Yeah.
I just did it because I never heard of Bad Bunny until the Grammys. I'm not into Puerto Rican Latin style music. And after watching the intro, I've watched some clips of it. I mean, it's just not my jam. So yeah, I just I watched that one.
Yeah, we switched it over there as soon as halftime came up, and we figured out where the Turning Point one was going to be.
Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes. I don't want to hear what you're patting.
Yeah.
I ain't patting nothing of yours. Now I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so once we figured out how to watch the Turning Point one, we switched it to that. One of the guys they did have the they put it on their phone and they did have the Bad Bunny one. I didn't really have a say. I was more interested in the Turning Point one. Again, nothing politically, nothing racist, nothing like that. I just didn't. I know who Bad Bunny is. I've heard some of his songs. He's just not my. It's just not my cup of tea. And then he said he's doing it all in Spanish, and then he went on SNL and said, "Hey, you have 4 months to learn this. Learn it, or you're not going to know what the hell's going on."
Well, from my
That
understanding,
was
it didn't matter if you knew Spanish or not. You were still going to have a hard time understanding what he was singing.
yeah, because he mumbled the entire time. he mumbled it, and then
That's an
it was
art
just
form.
yeah. I mean, I saw videos of it had Spanish speakers or Puerto Ricans watching it, and they're just like, I don't know what the heck he's saying. What is he doing for most
Yeah.
of it? When he actually spoke up and was singing, then they could understand him. They're like, oh, okay. Good thing this is in Spanish because it's not appropriate whatsoever.
Well, and the weird
um,
part about the Turning Point one is, I mean, Kid Rock, I think, was blatantly lip singing to his first song. I think that might
I
have
don't think he
been,
can do that one anymore.
well, if he can, I don't know if he wanted to do that before he sang the second one as his stage name, or his real name, which nobody knows. Because I was like, who
Yeah,
the hell is that? And I'm like, oh, it's Kid Rock.
yep.
But
Yeah, we had to look
I
it
was
up.
surprised that he can actually sing. But yeah, I'm assuming he didn't do that part because his hearing must have been off because he was not in sync at all.
But
But
yeah, no, that
I'm
was
assuming he just did that to announce Skid Rock, get the flames going, and then show a contrast between that and the song he sang, which was a good song. He
yeah,
made a couple changes to it, and it was a good performance. That's why I don't know. We'll get into it a little farther down, but I
yeah.
mean,
No, I liked that one. I liked the other guys that were singing, and um, it wasn't terrible. So
no, I enjoyed it. I mean, I never stick around for the halftime show anyway. I'm
yeah,
either if I leave it on, I'm either going to the bathroom, getting more food, getting drinks. I don't ever sit. I hardly ever sit and watch the halftime shows unless it's an act that I actually like.
yeah. Well, and that was another thing. Well, actually, I'll say it after I say this. Looked it up. At Bad Bunny ranks in the top 5 halftime shows of all time, behind Kendrick Lamar, who did last year, Michael Jackson, and Usher. As far as viewership, he had, I think at the peak of it, he had 128.2 million viewers. Where I guess you didn't really watch it, so as far as where you would rank him, but I don't
I
know.
wouldn't
He
even
kind
try
of
to
down
rank
there
it.
for
I
me.
would just chalk it up as another unremarkable, easily forgettable halftime show. That's what it's going to
Yeah,
be. The only reason why he got that many views is because people were like, basically, I guarantee you, people were watching it on multiple devices and whatever to pad the numbers.
to get the
Like
numbers
a
up.
lot of
Yep.
people said it. They just went on to watch the halftime show to make it political to watch it.
Huh.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was lackluster. Somebody was like basically saying, "Oh, this is the greatest thing in the world," blah blah. I'm like, it was visually mediocre at best. You couldn't understand what he was saying. I mean, the
Mhm.
music kind of had some good beats, but like, it just that's where it ranks. It's just I would say it's I don't know if regular games have halftime shows. They probably do short ones, but I thought the Turning Point USA, from what I've seen, was more entertaining and relatable as an American on Turning Point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me, my opinion. Doesn't
No,
mean
I
people need to go crazy and rip their hair out.
right. It's like, oh yeah, they don't need to go to a bar and
You
try
don't
to.
agree with me.
Yeah, did you see the video? The guy at the bar and he's like
See,
asking
in the
them why they
caption,
turned it.
one word, blah.
It was blah. Yep, pretty much.
That's not necessarily Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. No idea who that would be.
Wherever he's at, I'm sure
Um.
he's eating pancakes.
Um. Yeah, I forgot what
What
I
was
was
the
gonna
bar
name.
thing you were talking about? Are you talking about that story where people left a bar?
No, so well, he got kicked out. So it was this Hispanic guy. I think he was a Hispanic guy, and he thought he was some influencer. He wasn't. He was at this bar, and the bar turned on the Turning Point halftime show on all the TVs. And this guy's there, and he's pissed that they turned it there. And he confronts the owner and is like, "Why are you doing this?" And the owner's like, "Because that's what the majority of the people want to see, and that's what I want to see. So that's what I'm doing." And he's just like, "Oh, I paid for the full experience. You need to."
What's going on?
Yeah, buddy. There we
Favorite
go.
randoms on the internet. That's right.
Yeah. Um.
Did you hear about
Yeah,
that?
he was just mad. So then they kicked him out. They were like, "Okay, pay your tab. We're gonna kick you out." He's like, "Oh, I don't want to pay you now." And it's like, "Well, you're gonna have to, or we're calling the cops."
Yeah, otherwise it's theft.
Yeah.
There is another story that somebody was saying that they actually had both on. And the people that were, and this isn't a surprising reaction, that were into wanting to watch Bad Bunny got pissed off that they played both, and a lot of them left. It's just like, you can't please anybody. So it's just like, you can either do a poll, or as the owner of the establishment, you can watch whatever you want. If you want to watch Bad Bunny, you put Bad Bunny on. If people don't want to watch it, then now's the time to take a piss.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't have anything racially or politically or whatever wrong with Bad Bunny. I've seen him in other stuff. He was good in Happy Gilmore too. He's done some stuff. I'm just not a huge fan of his music. Some of it has good beat. I was kind of rocking out to it more than the actual stadium was. But that's just not my kind of music. So that's why we kind of switched over to Turning Point. Nothing politically, just because we like that music better. And I think they did a good job of not trashing Bad Bunny. They didn't trash the other thing. It was just fine.
Glad I'm not a normie, because I don't watch
What
that
is it?
much.
What did he say?
Normies love their sports.
Yes, we do.
I'm not
Good
gonna lie,
morning,
I
Billy
do
Norman.
like watching baseball, but I like watching it in a stadium.
In a stadium live,
Yeah, you can
watching
watch
baseball live is
baseball.
fine.
Yeah, you can watch baseball live and still capture the whole game. You can't really do that with
Yeah,
football.
right.
And like I said, I watch championship games, but like I'm a Bears fan, which I heard there's a rumor they might be moving to Iowa, possibly, or Iowa's courting them.
We are courting them, even though I despise the Bears, so
You watch your whore mouth.
I would never, ever, ever change to the Bears, even if they came to Iowa. Not do it.
But I don't know. You know how sad it is that you had to say this isn't racial or political. You can't just say you don't like a dude's music nowadays.
I
You don't like
know,
his
yeah.
music? It's because he's Puerto Rican.
It's because I
That's
can't
sad.
understand what the fuck he's saying. Live sports is 10 to yes.
It
More like
is,
100,
and the beers are 10 times more expensive.
but still
Next
good.
time Kevin's on, we'll have to ask him about a NASCAR race we went to in Michigan.
Oh,
Yeah, and we
that
had
sounds
good
interesting.
seats by the
Right
finish
up
line.
front.
We were by the finish line. That was right. This was years ago when Rusty Wallace got a pretty huge wreck, but yeah, it was a fun time, and I think Kevin only remembers about half of it. Because you don't have to buy expensive drinks at a NASCAR race. You just buy an extra ticket for your cooler. And we did, and it was a big ass cooler, and it was a lot lighter by the end of the race.
That was awesome. Who do you want to see perform at next year's game?
I feel like you skipped over.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Do you think the halftime show got too much hate or love?
I feel like it got over politicized. I would say it got way too much love, because people are going out and basically saying, if you don't think this is the greatest halftime show in the history of the NFL, you're either a bigot, a racist, you're blind, whatever. I'm like, it wasn't that good. It wasn't entertaining. And when you hold it up to the bar that is the Super Bowl halftime show, it wasn't good. It was like okay, possibly. And there's a chance you might be getting him, or I don't know if it'd be him personally or the station area. I can't remember if it was ABC, NBC, or CBS aired I just know it wasn't Fox.
NBC.
NBC might be getting hit with a shit ton of FCA or FCA, Federal
What?
Communication or whatever violations, because apparently
SCC.
The FCC violations, because apparently what he was singing was not
good.
appropriate at all for
No.
network television.
No.
Like, there are words you can't say on network television, and it doesn't matter what language they're in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and he was
I just
talking about bringing you to the house and look you all over. My auntie's asking me why I have so many girlfriends, and then he's like, "Put my dick in your mouth," and it's great.
and then the two dudes grinding in the truck. That was one of the clips I saw.
Those two, yeah, that was interesting. But
Oh,
it's
it's my
all
favorite
promoting
truck.
love. It's promoting love and inclusion and
I
all
think
sorts of goodness.
showing the halftime performer.
Oh, wait, what?
What? Like he chooses the
He
halftime
doesn't
performer?
choose the halftime show. What the
I'm
fuck?
not saying that what you said doesn't track with the
It's going to
halftime
be
shows.
Diddy? Is it going to be Diddy?
Well, no, but I mean, I guess if you think back, that's actually not a false statement, or half of it isn't.
Yeah.
I don't know about Jay-Z picking. He might. Um, no, it just seemed like the hate, because they were calling the Turning Point USA halftime show hate.
Look it up.
I will look it up, and by I mean Matt.
Matt.
Um,
Where's my mouth?
but they're like saying, "Oh yeah, we watched." You see all the comments and stuff on Facebook, and it's like, "Oh yeah, I watched the halftime show of love." While the bigots watched the
Oh,
halftime show of
shit. He
hate.
does. I
And
stand corrected.
well, we just said we
I am
didn't
so
know.
sorry, Chad Jeets.
Yeah, you
I
should be
didn't think
sorry.
that was real.
Chad Jeets seems to know stuff every now and again.
Well, that's weird that he would pick some certain people that he did a couple years ago because I thought they hated each other. But that's interesting.
Oh, he is kind of because he lives on the internet. But
Jay-Z and his entertainment agency Roc Nation are responsible for selecting the Super Bowl halftime show performers, a role they have held since partnering with the NFL in 2019. Oh, that's another reason why my loser is my loser.
yeah.
Uh,
No, but I mean,
well,
I mean, yeah, there's always gonna be people out there on the interwebs like talking shit, just talk shit. But I think people just said, yeah, I didn't like it. I couldn't relate to it. It's like if this
yeah.
didn't move you, like I've seen people say. So I think it was this Ashley, whatever person that I'm always trolling on Facebook. Uh, I think it was her. No, it was the U.S. Democratic Socialist page. But nobody asked Pavarotti to sing in English. What the hell does that have to do with the Super Bowl? If you're going to opera, I can guarantee you if it was sang in English, it would suck.
Yeah.
Apples and oranges. Squash and bananas.
I think it
I'm
was
just
my
saying.
cousin. I think my cousin put out some kind of post like they've sung in like 100 different languages here in the US for however many years, and then before we were here they had their own languages and everything. I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with the Super Bowl, which
Yeah.
is America?
Literally has nothing to
Super
do with
Bowl,
that at
America's
all. And before those
Yeah.
other people were here, there was nobody singing because there are no indigenous people to this side of the planet. Just saying. Just the ones that
Yeah.
came first and then lost it.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Okay, so
Let's see. So yeah, I think there's too much love. I think there's a lot of lying going on and gaslighting.
yeah. And it's interesting watching some videos. Man, my light just went way off. I looked dark. Your cousin put out clever.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, I'm gonna just ignore that.
Trying to think of that cousin's name.
God damn it.
Fernando.
Yes, Fernando. Don't get me started on Fernando.
That was your punishment for being gone.
He's an interesting
That's
guy.
why I try to rarely miss a show because we really roast the shit out of each other for not being on.
Well, Fernando was a little drunk that night. We'll see. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I completely forgot.
Was it about love, hate? The next question? What was it about?
Oh, no, I was just gonna say when you see these videos and people put up and they're just random on the street interviewers and they ask these people, "Hey, what did you think about the halftime show?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, it was so positive and so uplifting and he just spread the message of love and kindness and everything." And then the people read off the lyrics to them or have them read it off. There was one video said, "Hey, here's the lyrics to that song. Can you read that?" And they just look at them and be like, "Nope." Not reading that.
But it's about love.
Yeah. It's a certain type of love.
Well, in most of
Uh,
his videos, like some guy was saying, they're just happy he didn't show up either dressed in drag or like as a demon.
there was talk that he was going to be in a dress, and there was actually a bet. I can't remember what site there was, but somebody put out you could bet on if he came out in a dress. I was like, no, but he had Lady Gaga on there, so
I just felt like it was just lame. It was a lame show. It wasn't high energy. It was people running around in tall grass. Hey, here's an
yeah,
idea. Let's do a halftime show where only the people in the nosebleed section could see you.
yeah. It's like nobody. I mean, yeah, and there were videos that we showed that there's nobody getting excited about it. All those stands were just there's some people kind of doing
There's a
doing the
reason why
president
Prince
shuffle.
and Michael Jackson are arguably two of the greatest halftime shows in
Yeah,
Super Bowl history because
yeah.
of the great performance and great visuals.
Hmm. And I'm not saying the other performers in their sort of blah, 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 don't do vulgar language and stuff in their songs because I mean
I mean, there
Eminem
was the Justin Timberlake
performed.
incident.
Oh yeah,
There was
that was
that.
interesting.
I
Remember
thought
that
the
when I was a
whole
kid?
thing was hilarious.
That was hilarious. It was great.
People were so upset about that. I'm just like, oh my God, grow
I was like,
up.
that's awesome. Rewind. No.
Oh man, how'd they fuzz it out on the recording?
We can do that now.
Nah, I mean, I don't know.
That was interesting. Anyway, who do you want to see perform next year?
I don't know. I don't know if this is obvious. I don't listen to a lot of music.
Yeah.
I pretty much listen to talk radio all day. Or like I listen to this new station down here that actually and it kind of makes me feel old because it plays like classic rock that was classic rock when I was a kid. And it plays a lot of 90s, 80s, and 90s music,
Yeah.
which I guess is probably classic rock to you. But
No, I grew up in the 80s. What are you talking about?
I think,
Well, no, I didn't.
I think who
I'm an 80s baby.
could put on a good show, he's kind of goofy looking, is that Youngblood dude.
Youngblood. Mm.
Yeah. Hell, I even think, the hell's her name? The No Illegals Live on Stolen Land.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, Billie Eilish. I think she could probably do a good show. She won't.
She could. She
Apparently
could.
she
I
won't
don't
make
mind
it.
her music.
No, I mean, actually, my lady's got a few of her songs. She doesn't have bad songs. I mean, she's talented.
No.
I don't know how much of her stuff is auto-tuned, but she's talented. I think she could put on a good show. I don't care what it is, as long as it's relatable and it's not pushing some bullshit. You don't have just go on and entertain. You don't need to have a message. Just go on and entertain. Because you know what brings people together? The event itself. Or music. Music in general, if it's not, abrasive and one-sided, like it's, goes out of the way, brings people together. You don't have to have a message. Your message should be people from all walks of life, all different incomes, races, ethnicities, religions, whatever, are tuning into this. So it's already there. Just put on a good show. Don't be divisive. Just put on a good, entertaining, visually appealing show.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, do better.
I know, and that's what was kind of surprising to me.
Have your wife's demon, charge your wife up, get her out there.
That would be good. She could
sounds crazy.
Put on a show.
But that is not a crazy statement. She's put on good shows too.
Yeah, she has.
It's funny when they catch her in stills right there. That's the demon. Like, oh my God, why are you making that face? Oh, that's not me. That's horny. Horny the demon.
Horny. That's funny. No, I just think you just need to put someone on there that actually has something to do with football, that the actual players, and players even came out and said this. It's like not many people in the NFL actually listen to Bad Bunny. It's like they'll listen to him if he's on, but that's not the kind of music that they like. So if the sport and the league that you're doing this show for doesn't really care about you, you probably shouldn't do the halftime show. um, Granted, he's popular, and obviously he won, I think, album of the year or something, artist of the year, stuff like that. But
I don't even understand
that's
that.
fine.
I don't get
I
that
don't
either.
either. I don't know.
I mean, like I said, I don't listen to music, so I'm like whether
Yeah,
or not I've heard of somebody before and whether or not they're relevant to me doesn't mean a whole lot.
yeah.
The youths might be into it, so it's hard to tell.
Just I just put on somebody that one you can understand, and that's going to put on a good show, and then yeah, the players and the actual league, and it just fits, not this. So I don't get it. And a lot of it, I mean, I know a lot of celebrities showed up to it. Yeah, Jessica Alba, who's always good to watch dance around. Cardi B, for whatever reason, was in the show, and then Pedro Pascal was there. That was really random, Mr. Mandalorian. But yeah,
He's
as far as
everywhere.
performance,
He's everywhere.
he is everywhere. You can't watch a movie and not see him. But yeah, I don't know specifically who, but yeah, do better, Jeezy. Just do better.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't feel like we're live on X.
Well, that's just lame.
It says we are. Maybe Kevolution can check that out and see if we are or not. I don't think we are.
Yeah, Kev, Evolution. If you have X, get on it.
Weird.
See what we're doing. I guess my last question on this topic is football America's new favorite pastime or the sport of today?
I don't know. I mean, I still kind of feel like baseball is, even though the baseball strike really hurt them. I don't think they ever really recovered from that. But I mean, it is. It's right up there. I don't think there's one above the other. I think it's an equal plane. But there's just so much controversy around the NFL nowadays. Just stupid, self-inflicted shit. Even like the new kickoff rule. I mean, just dumb shit.
Yeah.
To where I don't know. I think it's probably tied with for popularity amongst large groups of people. I
Mm-hmm.
would say. I mean, it definitely pulls more money than if you go money wise. I would say yes because it definitely pulls more money than the MLB.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I would kind of agree with that. I think it's kind of right now. I think it's football as far as popularity goes. I think it's football, baseball, then basketball. Um, what is our handle,
For X, I think it
Josh?
might be working. It's the lost at the lost common.
At the Lost Common.
I'm gonna
Maybe
try this. See what that does.
okay.
Never done that before.
We
Okay.
are live on X. Cool.
Hmm.
Right on.
I couldn't find it, so that was weird. Of
Interesting.
course, I don't know how to do that, even though I went that before when I wasn't on the show and it came up. So I don't know. I'm not the X guy. That's Kevin.
That's Kevolution.
It's
I
not
mean
my
Kevin.
jam.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think it basically goes football, baseball, and basketball's up there too. The NBA is a joke um, anymore. There are some stars on there, but it's not nearly as good as it was. I think NBA video games are more popular than the actual NBA. Um, yeah, they just seem to have a lot more people on there. But football, football is getting up there.
You don't think NASCAR is an American sport?
No. Yeah, it is, but yeah, football. NASCAR is the sport you go, really get drunk at, and just have a bunch of good old hillbilly time.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You're a
Well,
classist.
I don't know. For a while there, I went through a phase where I really liked NASCAR, and now I
I
have
did
no
too.
idea
I
who
kind of
the
got out
now
of
I
it.
know who the drivers are. I stopped
I
watching it, and I was like, no idea who these people are.
I was watching when Dale Earnhardt Jr.,
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon,
Yeah,
Wallace, all those guys were racing. And then
yeah,
now
me
I
too.
don't really watch anymore.
Yeah, I watched a little bit after that, and then it's just like, yeah, I have no idea who you are.
I never
And then
really
I went
watched
through a
the whole
hockey
race. I
phase.
tune in to see how the pole went, and then I tune in around the end of the race. I'd never sit there for hours just watching cars go around a
Yeah,
circle.
I know. I had a one of my dad's exes when I was growing up. She loved NASCAR. She loved watching it. She'd watch it for the whole time, and I'm like, yeah, I'll watch the beginning, and then I'll go do something else, and then I'll come back towards the end.
I remember one time because I like racing games,
Yeah,
and I had NASCAR for my Xbox, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play a full race. I made it about a quarter of the way through. I'm like, okay, this is dumb.
yeah. I always had to trim it down to like a quarter of the actual thing. It's like I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I don't know if we could go to. I don't think we paid that much when we went. And we went to the Michigan 500 or whatever it was at
You can go
Michigan
to the
Speedway.
you can go to the Newton Speedway, and it's probably not that bad.
Is that a Bush or whatever
No,
it's called
I
now?
think they have I think it's the full NASCAR. I think.
That's why it was so weird when I moved to Texas. I asked where the
Did
Bush Light
everything.
was, and no one knew what the hell I was talking about. I'm like, have you heard of the Bush series in NASCAR? Yeah. Yeah, that's Bush. That's beer.
That's what they drink there.
But now they finally got it down here. They got a pallet at Sam's and nobody drinks it. So
Really?
$18 30 packs, baby.
Nice. Careful with those; they could hurt your back.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know. I think football's up there. I think it's going to take over. Sad to say it, because when I was growing up, I was big into baseball.
I just think
Played it
that
for
strike
years.
really fucked over the league.
It did,
It hurt him a
and
lot. And I went to a Scabs game at the Diamondback Stadium.
oh,
I was down there visiting my grandparents. You want to go see the Cubbies play? Yep. I don't care if they're
yeah,
Scabs. Still a good game. But yeah, that hurt him.
yeah.
It's like when professional athletes strike, nobody gives a shit.
It makes for
I'm
good
going to have to
movies.
ask you to watch your dirty whore mouth.
Wow.
Nobody talks about Bush Light that way.
I was at bowling last or Tuesday night, and somebody brings over a pitcher of Busch Light, and I'm just like, really? And they're like, yeah. He's like, okay, but they paid for it, so I drank it. And I was like, okay, now let's go get something else.
Oh, I guess it is NASCAR. Yeah. Iowa.com 400, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I've been to that Newton Speedway. It's a pretty nice track.
Didn't Rusty Wallace build it?
I think he had a lot to do with it. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. What was I saying though?
Football, baseball. Football is your favorite.
Football.
Football is high
Yeah.
action, high impact. So I mean, it makes sense. It's a more entertaining game to watch. That's why baseball. I can watch the World Series on TV, but baseball is something that you have to experience. Like the whole thing, you need that to enjoy the game. I feel.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And then, I mean, a few years back, I could name you quite a few baseball players. Now I don't know. And most of them are kind of foreign. So I don't know. It's interesting.
That's why I couldn't believe the
big
Cubbies.
everywhere. It's a good world game, and that's awesome. I love seeing that. But another thing I don't like about baseball is that if you're not the Dodgers or someone with a shit ton of money, you're not going to get anybody.
That's why I couldn't believe how the Cubbies never won a World Series back in the day when they had like Sandberg, Grace, Dawson. That was a good
Yeah.
squad.
Sosa,
Yeah, they
Grace,
just
Wood.
couldn't get across there.
Yeah, damn
Well,
fans.
that just happened though. Like that was with sports in general, and that's kind of when I stopped paying attention because it used to be like that was the team for years.
Yeah.
And now like the whole damn roster can change from year to year. So it's like who's playing for who? I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I
And
just
there's
watch the
no
W's and
cap.
the L's.
Yeah, and there's no cap. So I mean, and a lot of the players, they're getting their money guys that are getting super smart, so they have these weird deals like Shohei Ohtani, best player in the world, and he makes a stupid amount of money, and he will never ever go broke, and his great grandchildren will never go broke.
Yeah. I
It's
don't
just
know.
crazy.
It's become, well, like I said, people do it to make money. It's their job, but just saying.
Yeah,
All right.
too
You got
much,
anything
too
else in the
much.
main topic, Matt?
Not really. You got anything?
Not really.
All right.
I guess
Well, that means
what
is
does
it time for winners and losers?
winners and losers?
Winners and losers.
In my book, you're a winner too.
I think you're a loser.
All right. Who we start with? Losers?
Yes.
Who
We like
is
to
your
end on a
loser?
high note.
Oh yeah, that's true, man. Yep. Who's
My
your loser?
loser is the Super Bowl attendees. I feel like those tickets are expensive, the trip's expensive, the food's expensive, they spent a shit ton of money and got a lackluster experience all across the board.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't watch the halftime show unless they were watching on the Jumbotron.
There was one
And-
guy pumping his fist though, so that opening video was technically a lie.
Yeah. Yeah, they had to pay a stupid amount of money to get there.
Yeah, that whole everything and the amount of bullshit you go through to get in, get out. So I thought it was funny when we went to a Guns N' Roses concert in Denver. They only because of the way the stage was set up, they only sold out like 2/3. So we parked at the stadium, walked in, got out, just left. And then we went to Metallica, which has a donut stage. And we had to walk over 1.5 miles to get to the stadium. And it was a pain in the ass
Get your
getting
workout in too.
Oh yeah, I had to wait in line for T-shirts for like 45 minutes, and that was after we had already watched the first opening act.
Holy cow!
I will say that was all worth it though.
Good, yeah, that would be fun. My loser was this.
Kevin's loser is the game because it was kind of boring.
Well, you know who the big loser is right now? It's Kevin. Kevin is my loser because he didn't show up.
What?
What?
What Kevin are you talking about? This Kevin?
Kevin.
My name is Kevin, and I have a load in my pants.
Yep.
That Kevin?
Interrupted Kevin. No. My loser is Roger Goodell because basically ever since he took over, it's just, I mean, everything's gone downhill. There have been a few things that have been okay with him, but for the most part, I don't like him. Don't like him. He's changed a lot of the rules to make it, he says to make it safer. Doesn't give a shit. He does not care. He's just trying to get as much money in his pocket.
Who hired him? Is he hired by a board?
Yeah, he was kind of a higher up there when the last commish was around, and then I can't even remember how he got on there. But yeah, Tagliabue died, and the NFL died with him, as we know it. But yeah, then he's doing all this stuff to get money, and he's like, "Hey, Jay-Z, let's let you be in charge and have who's doing the halftime show," and then he's picking his buddies and picking people that you can't understand.
Well, apparently he doesn't like a lot of white folk, except for Lady Gaga or whoever was there. Was that who was there?
Lady Gaga she was there with him. Yeah.
Recently overseas talking shit about ICE to people who probably didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. ICE, you don't like cold liquids?
Ice is amazing.
How do you not like your drinks frosty cold, except for beer? We drink that piss warm. Piss warm. That's your piss water at Chad Jeets. Foreign beer. I like it with
Who's
a
the
lot
last
of
person?
body. It tastes good.
Mm.
Burns the nose. I don't. That guy is like literally seems to go out of his way to be like not offending anybody while simultaneously offending a majority of NFL fans in order to not lose his job. Which I do not understand how that douche who makes a shit ton, like $40 million a year or some shit, he makes a lot
Yeah.
of money. And he's horrible. And he's a douche.
Yep. And just how he goes about with his fining and the rules there, it's stupid. He'll find people for the dumbest reason, where normally if you work at any other job, it's just like a slap on the wrist or your boss gives you kind of a weird look. He's going to fine them $20,000 or $100,000. But then if they do something serious, a lot of times he's just like, what happened? Oh, darn, don't do that. Don't hit your girlfriend. Don't hit your wife. Don't do that.
He
But you
just
can play
doesn't run
tomorrow.
the league like a
You can
boss.
play tomorrow. Oh,
He just,
you smoke some weed? You're gone for 6 weeks. It's just stupid.
yeah, he's a bad boss. He doesn't run the league the way he's supposed to. He's a piece of shit.
It's dumb. And every
yeah.
draft, it's hilarious. Every draft, he goes up to the podium, and the fans just boo the shit out of him. And he's just sitting up there, kind of laughing at it. But
He's
yeah,
like,
he really
I
goes,
don't give a shit. I'm rich, bitch.
yeah. And he like banned Barstool Sports from any NFL thing, and it's just dumb.
Probably talk bad about him.
They did.
Yeah. Losers.
And Barstool, kind of after they banned them, Barstool kept showing up to different interviews and functions and stuff, and they'd find them, and security like carry them out, physically pick the people up and carry them out. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
Who is your winner?
My winner this week is Brendan Herrera. He's a gun tuber. I've brought him up a few times because I watch a lot of his shit because it's funny. But now he's running for Congress again this year in the state of Texas, down in I think it's the 23rd district. It's down in San Antonio, around that area, but it's actually a pretty big district. He ran against the incumbent last year in a primary, caused a runoff, and then only lost by a short number. And then all the morons who didn't vote for him and voted for the other guy, Gonzalez, he just went back to Washington and kept voting with Democrats and against the interests of his people. So he's like, screw it, I'm running again. So he's doing a pretty good job. Go to BrandonHerreraForCongress.com to check out our recommendation I wrote for him. Don't be what the hell's that dude's name? Speedman. Don't be a Tug Speedman. Vote Brandon Herrera.
Speedy Gonzalez.
But yeah, I like the stuff that he does, and I think it's cool that anytime, and I think this is the way we should have most of our I look for what I like about people like him, and even arguably you can like him or hate him, Trump, is these are people that are going into public office that don't need it. He doesn't need it. He makes good money. He has a very successful YouTube career, and he's like, hey, my congressman sucks. I don't feel like I'm being represented, so I'm going to go through all this bullshit and run for Congress, not once, but twice. So, yeah, that's why he's my winner of the week. Kevin's got
good job, Brendan. Oh,
it's for
that's so sweet.
Decent job, even though the best part of the show isn't there. Apparently, he's at a docking convention. I don't know what he's doing. It's hard to tell.
Pegging convention? What?
Here's something wrong. Yeah, glad we're not on network television. Who's your winner, Matt?
My winner is actually Sam Darnold. This is the guy. He came out of college, number 1 draft pick or top draft pick, and had to go to the worst organization with the Jets. And just that's where you go to die. That's where draft picks or veterans or anybody goes to die, because it is a terrible organization. And then he played for the Panthers, which for the most part, especially a few years back, was a horrible organization. Nobody wanted to be there. Didn't get anything done there. Then he went and he played for San Francisco as a backup, and he was decent. He was a good backup. Then he went to Minnesota, had a phenomenal year there, and then went to Seattle and is Super Bowl champion now. So I was really happy to see that. Not bad for a ginger. And yeah, felt happy for him. He's a good dude.
I feel like that was moderately racist, but good for you and good for him.
How is that racist?
You can't use the word ginger. Apparently, I don't know.
Says who?
Not
You
Kevin.
don't tell me what I can and can't.
Definitely not Kevin. You might want to ask Kevin about
Kevin,
telling me what you can and can't say. Apparently, you haven't seen the video where I turned all his words into farts.
Okay.
He who runs the control board holds all the power.
It's not bad for a redhead.
Nah, I think it's funny. All right. Well,
So now, what's next?
That means it's time for you. Did you have a Trump truth?
I don't have a Trump truth. Did you?
Oh, I don't either. I didn't do one. Here, you know what we'll do for the Trump truth? Here, we'll do a Trump truth real quick. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Trump truth.
That happens with the Trump truth. I don't. Where is it?
Well, you didn't do one.
I meant to do one. Where is it?
What are you looking for? The closing?
Oh, the. God damn it! I wrote it. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
What are you doing?
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
There.
That I found it.
That was the Trump truth of the week.
Is what I say.
God, we really don't know what the fuck we're doing that time. All right. Now,
I feel like this is a true statement.
What is it?
The Taiwanese ginger is Matt's worst nightmare.
If that could be possible, yes, I would probably be scared shitless.
I believe that would be a lab experiment gone horribly wrong. But yes, it is time for Happenens of the Week, brought to you by Elevate Your Cook with Yummy Tummy Barbecue Sauces. Founded in Amarillo, Texas by Quad City Iowans, we craft every bottle with whole ingredients like ripe peaches and zesty jalapenos. Our pride, simple, easy-to-read ingredients delivering bold, smoky, and tangy flavor. Visit YummyTummyBBQ.com and pick the sauce and or sauces that's best for you and taste the honest Yummy Tummy difference. Use promo code LOSTCOMMON for 10% off your first order.
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening? What is happening?
What's happening?
I'm muted. What is happening, Matt?
What is happening? Well, what's happening is Pam Bondi went in front of Congress Oversight Committee and kind of owned them in a Jekyll and Hyde situation there.
Yeah, I have a clip of one of them. Let's see what this is.
I was curious if you, Congresswoman, asked Bill Clinton that.
Didn't see one tweet, not one. I didn't see one tweet when Joe Biden was in office about Bill Clinton. Didn't ask Merrick Garland anything about Epstein, not once when he was.
Weak sauce. Weak
And
sauce.
also, I want the record to
Weak
reflect
sauce.
that, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Oh,
Is
Jewish. I just want to be
Oh, no, you
Do
didn't.
you want to go there,
Took her
Attorney
forever
General?
to
Or do you want to go there? Are
Time
you
belongs to the
serious?
gentleman
Talking
from
about
South
anti-Semitism
Carolina.
to a woman who
Lady
lost her grandfather in the Holocaust?
my time. I
Really?
reclaim my time.
Really?
The committee will be in order.
I'm
Talk to
leaving.
Jared Wise about anti-Semitism.
The ranking member knows that.
Can I get like 30 seconds back,
Yeah,
since
I've been.
Ballant took
I think
30
the
of
whole
mine.
committee knows I've been very generous,
thank you.
making sure everyone gets their 5 minutes in the
Attorney
same.
General, I'm going to talk about sanctuary cities for a second.
Here's the funny thing is, she voted against it, and then she gets all fucking butthurt about what happened to her past. It is sad what happened to her grandfather, but it didn't seem to affect you when it came to voting.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Pam Bondi, though, and she owned a few people, but she owned it based on what she was reading off of paper. Like, there's a difference between, like, and Kash Patel needs to be doing a much better job as FBI director. He's doing a good job, but he needs to do better as far as draining the swamp, stuff like that. But him, Rubio, pretty much all the people in his cabinet that go in front of Congress, I just love how they just roast them. But Pam Bondi's fake. Like,
She's
like, oh, Bondi is good on sound bites, but bad at her job.
Yeah.
Yes. And she's also, well, that's what she is. It's like she literally came out and said, we sent them a sternly worded letter. What?
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I'm
I
not
don't get
going
it.
to
I was-
lie. I kind of appreciated how she reacted in that hearing, and she took pages from other people. But, like, you could tell, like she's in over her head. She's not the right person for the job. She should be fired and replaced.
I agree. And I think she knows that she's kind of on the chopping block because she went way overboard of being Trump's protector in that whole thing. Like, she just was saying how he's the greatest thing since sliced bread and just the best person ever. And she just kind of went, it was a little much in some cases. And I was listening to a lot of it, or some of it, I guess. And I was just like, just kind of get over that. Kind of just answer the question or whatever. But then
she seems overly proud of herself for what she was doing, which other people don't. They just land. I wouldn't even call them zingers. They just call people out for being stupid and paint them as stupid, and then just go on to the next person because they don't take them seriously. Where she was like super impressed with herself.
Yep, and then she's like, I'm going to answer the question how I want to do it, and I'm going to do this, and why didn't you ask the last person or person from 2 administrations ago, whatever. And she said that's like almost every Democrat or everybody, and it was kind of weird because Democrats were also bashing her about Epstein and kind of wanting to bash her on the same things over and over and over instead of talking about things that actually matter more now with the country. Not saying that the Epstein stuff doesn't matter, but
I think
there's
it's a
more
lost
important
cause,
things.
but I mean, the whole Epstein thing, I don't think we're ever going to get to the bottom of that.
No.
And people can like burn bridges or waste all their breath, but I just don't. It's bullshit. I mean, you can't tell me that they can't compile a list based on all the trillions of pages of information they have to figure out a client list and stuff like that. And they just either don't, they're protecting people. Like she came out and said, if we prosecuted everyone on the list, the whole system would collapse. Cool. Let's do that.
Yeah, there you go. Good job. Yep. Do it.
Don't make excuses
Good
for
now.
people behaving badly and getting away with it because the system will fail. You know what? The system won't fail. It will recover. People can be replaced. Anybody can be replaced.
Everybody can be replaced. Yep.
Except for Jesus.
Except for Jesus, yes. One thing that I just found so stupid, especially afterwards, I saw a couple of videos that a lot of these Democrats, especially one lady in particular, but I can never remember her name. She's fucking weird. They were getting mad at Bondi for not redacting certain people's names, but at the same time, like last week, even or 2 weeks ago, they're saying release a completely unredacted, just release the whole Epstein files as they are. Don't redact anything, and is just put it out. So they're being complete hypocrites, and they're just attacking Bondi and Republicans for sound bites, essentially. Because how you want us to release an unredacted, the unredacted stuff. Okay, we'll give you some of it that's unredacted. Oh, how dare you! How dare you not redact these things?
I just think she's the wrong person, especially with this amount of heat and this amount of attention to this, like the Epstein thing, this one very specific thing where everybody on both sides and people need to get over this whole, I don't know where the whole Trump pedophile bullshit came from. And everyone's like, pedophile, pedophile, pedophile. If there was anything on Trump in those files, they would have used him under Biden. Stop being stupid.
Yep.
It's like, that's all you hear about. Now Democrats didn't give a shit about the Epstein files when Biden was in office, and they had full access to them, and they're literally fabricating and twisting the law to try to jail Trump. And now that it's coming out, oh, it's this, that. I'm like, yeah, the only thing that you can really glean from the Epstein files is he helped the police when it came to coming down on Epstein. So I'm asking people, I know that people on the left like their little trigger terms and they pick whatever and keep going. But I mean, could you try just not being...
Everybody knows you never go full retard. You went full retard.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Please
stupid.
Win on the merits.
Stupid. Stupid is
banana rice.
Hang on one second. Oh. My phone died. Got triggered.
Oh.
I'm kind of retarded.
Just fill in the void.
Yeah, I am.
I think if they had a better person at the job, everything would be going better.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think she's on the chopping block, so she's trying to do everything she can to make it seem to him that she's completely on his side and she needs him and everything, but he knows that he's like, you're
I do think that Bongino should do a tell-all book. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder if they made him sign something where he can't right away.
Let's see. Oh, no, was that the right one? This one. There we go. The pedo protector is a lazy comeback when they can't produce facts. That is a true story.
Uh-huh. All right, we want to go to the next happening, or you still got more?
Nope, I'm good. Don't like her.
Trump's new Iran deal. What's going on? What do you think of that? The new peace
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
I honestly don't know a whole lot either, but
obviously you know more than me because you knew it was a thing.
Google knew it was a thing. He's basically trying to do a new peace deal with Iran to avoid basically blowing them up. He's meeting. Let's see. This says Trump said he insisted talks with Iran continue during a meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, but warned he may take action against Tehran if nuclear deal is not reached.
I did know that he's talking to them about that. I think all he's doing is checking boxes.
Yeah, he's trying to curb Iran's nuclear program. And Iran keeps saying, no, get away from us, get away from us. And he's like, well, if you don't, we're just going to fucking.
Well, I mean, if you follow the playbook, he gets all his assets in place, and then he keeps trying to do the diplomacy, and then when it fails, he blows shit up.
Yeah.
Now, all he's doing is checking things off. I tried doing this. I tried doing this. I tried doing this. I tried doing this. They killed this many protesters. Oh, no, your palace blew up. I think that's what he's doing. I think if he could get him to, if he can get the Ayatollah to leave and never come back or come around and, you know, make Iran a productive country in the region instead of literally a catalyst for chaos in the entire region and the world, he'd love that. But he's also probably a realist and knows that he's going to end up blowing shit up.
Yeah. Let's see. In a post on True Social, Trump said the meeting between the leaders had been very good. There was nothing definitive reached other than I insisted that negotiations with Iran continue to see whether or not a deal can be consummated. He added a deal was his preference, but if one cannot be reached, we'll just have to see what the outcome will be. Basically means I'm going to blow your shit up if they don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, he's doing whatever he can, but he's prepared to do whatever he has to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they should know that by now. There's been way too many people that have fucked around and found out to like even dick around with them.
Yeah.
I dare the Ayatollah to post a video of him dancing. I dare him.
Yeah. Do it now. Let's see. Next one was there is a mass shooting in Canada. It's the deadliest school shooting in decades, where the shooter killed at least 8 people and wounded dozens more at a high school in the tiny Canadian mountain town of Tumbler Ridge on Tuesday. Suspect is an 18-year-old woman who had dropped out of the school about 4 years ago.
An 18-year-old male boy.
Yeah, she was born biologically male, transitioned about 6 years ago. Officers had visited her residence several times due to mental health concerns.
Here's what pisses me off about the whole thing. This piece of shit went and murdered 9 people? Or like, was he considered one of them?
Says at least 8 and wounded dozens more.
Yeah, I think the dozens are like in the upwards of 30 people.
Yeah.
So this worthless loser ass piece of shit goes and does this, and the sheriff or head law enforcement officer, whatever they call him in Canada, head mount me, I don't know. The newspapers, all of this, are sitting here. Oh no, he transitioned, so it's a her. No, you lost all credit. You lost the give a shit about what you want when you decided to murder children. Who gives a fuck what this loser ass piece of shit likes to be called when it comes to pronouns? He's a piece of shit. He's burning in hell. He deserves zero respect. They had a mental health welfare check on him before. So there's red flags everywhere. And in Canada, when it's like red flag is shit. And like Kevolution says, you know, but wait, Canada has strict gun control. How could this even happen? That's a good question. I just know that there are people fighting for their lives in the hospital, parents mourning dead children, and the frickin' a press person said and the sheriff had the gall to be, oh no, it's female pronoun. Fuck that. And people really need to start looking into why. I'd say at this point we can say a pretty large number of these mass shootings are done by people that are transgender or on some, I don't know if that dude was on hormone replacement or whatever, but there's a trend showing and everyone's ignoring it, or the people that think they give a shit are ignoring it and they're not looking into it.
Yeah. And one of the kids who died was his stepbrother, 11 years old. Five students were between 12 and 13 years old that died, as well as the 11-year-old stepbrother of the suspect were killed in the shooting. The wounded include 12-year-old girl who is fighting for her life in the hospital. Yeah.
So that one, people were asking for prayers. Keep her in your prayers.
Yep.
Yeah, that person's a piece of shit. Deserves zero respect. I wouldn't even call it a him or a her. It's just a piece of shit. Non-human being. And all these jerk offs that want to be like, I'm going to go do a mass shooting and be famous. You're not going to be famous. People are going to forget who the hell you are in a week.
Yep.
It's like if you're that miserable, you're in Canada, sign up to be euthanized. If you're that unhappy with life, just call them up, be like, you know what? Can't take it anymore. Off me. And they'll be more than happy to do it.
Yep.
Because it's Canada.
Good old Canada. Blame Canada. Let's see.
Got a little worked up. I don't apologize. I meant every word of it.
Don't apologize for that. Don't apologize for that
Yeah.
shit. The ongoing search for Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah, that is a weird case.
That's getting messed up.
What do you think about the whole thing?
I don't know what to think. I keep, like, at first I didn't know what was going on. Then I kind of looked into it a little bit and I was like, the hell? So she was supposed to be at church and she wasn't. And then she wasn't somewhere else she was supposed to be. I don't know. And then with the people that had the ransom, finally, I don't know. I didn't hear. Were they even involved? Or were they just people wanting money?
I think the ransom people are opportunists. I could be wrong. But there was, between the stuff coming out, and I would almost at this point, and we brought it up last week when we first were talking about it, but I think it has to be somebody that knows the family and has some type of connection to the family. Because I even asked Kevin, and someone brought it up, who's Ashton Kutcher's mom? Or who's Tom Cruise's mom?
Tom Cruise's mom?
I mean, nobody knows. Yeah. So it's not like this person is going to be able to see that person. She has been on a couple TV shows, so unless it's like a stalker or something,
yeah,
maybe. But
it doesn't make sense.
Nobody will know.
I was like, who's this?
Oh, this is blah blah blah, random person. Like people don't know celebrities' parents' names, unless like Miley Cyrus's one-hit wonder dad, who was a horrible parent.
The achy breaky heart guy.
Yeah, I had a buddy I went to elementary school with in a music class. We always had play your song day, and he played that every week.
Jesus. Oh boy. Let's see.
Did you look that up? Did you look that up? Or did you know it off the top of your head?
Pfeiffer?
Just asking questions. Anybody can look it up. Now, if you knew it off the top of your head,
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What is this?
Let's see. FBI released a description of the suspect. He's about 5'9", 5'10", average build.
Yeah, that was another weird thing that Kevolution pointed out. I will have to check.
They released the man accused of sending a fake ransom.
Did you hear the people bitching about that? They didn't read him his rights, blah blah blah. They do not have to read you your rights unless you are being arrested. They do not have to read you your rights if you're only being detained.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But Kevolution brought up how the locals
and they don't have to say
FBI.
it until they question you.
If you're running a local law enforcement department, let's say you're Sheriff Matt of the Lund, okay? And you got a kidnapping in your county. You walk up, I assume you're wearing a cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
You walk up, like, we got ourselves a kidnapping. I'm calling the FBI. It's kidnapping. That's what FBI does. They never called them.
Yeah.
FBI would ask, hey, seen you on TV. You're kind of a
What are
joke.
you doing?
Would you like some help?
Yeah.
And then as soon as the FBI got involved, they got some like weird special electronic shit that goes in and I don't know, like I forgot what it's called. Some device that goes in and pulls Jed Jeets probably knows, but it can pull like if you've erased in anything, this thing can find it. It's like Star or something like that. Star Bright. They're bringing some weird girl riding a unicorn and they can pull all the stuff.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But no, it's a device they bring in and they can hook it up to a computer, a camera, whatever, and it can pull the information from it.
Hmm.
Apparently, I'm not even sure if maybe it can even pull it if it's been bleach bit. You know, like with a towel, with like a rag. But and then they pulled that guy. It just, I don't know. It's a weird situation. I know a lot of people are like, she's in the news because her daughter's famous. Her brother seems kind of weird in those videos they do, but like he just seems awkward. Probably not used to being a
Well,
kid.
yeah.
But that's and people. It's in the news because everyone's clicking on it and everybody's watching it. So if you're tired of hearing about it, I mean, because yeah, there are probably people abducted. I wouldn't say kidnapped. I mean, people don't kidnap people much anymore because unless you are just horrendously smart about what you're doing, it's almost impossible.
You're
to
going
get
to be
away with shit
over
like
in
that.
like 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Now it's
it's
on the
not
12th day without resolution.
yeah, and I hope she's still alive. But I mean, shit, if she's
Yeah.
on medication and stuff like that, it's a weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a
and
weird situation. I think if they go through anyone who had anything to do direct with that family would be who I'm looking at.
Yeah. And now the Pima County Sheriff is blocking the FBI from key evidence.
Oh, and legals do get rights. I'm not really sure where our constitutional rights apply to non-citizens, but yes, they do technically.
Yeah, so we won't let the FBI near a glove and DNA from the home of Nancy.
See, that's
to
weird.
Be processed at the FBI's National Crime Lab in Quantico. But Nanos has insisted instead of using a private lab in Florida.
Isn't kidnapping a federal crime?
Is it? I don't know.
I feel like it is. I'm asking the guy who looks stuff up. That's the look of a guy looking stuff up right there, ladies and gentlemen. Because if
it is a federal crime.
Yeah, so
kidnapping is a federal crime in the U.S. when it involves crossing state or international borders, occurs within federal jurisdiction, like an aircraft, maritime, involves federal officials, or uses interstate communication systems. While often handled at the state level, these specific circumstances trigger the federal investigation, often by the FBI.
I would say that the ransom demand triggered the interstate commerce or communications, and plus they don't know where she's at. I'm just curious to why the FBI like, we're not giving you the glove. Yes, you are. This person is kidnapped. You guys are obviously ignorant. Just give us the shit.
We're gonna give it to a lab in Metro in Florida. So we're not going to give it to you to give to your really fancy labs up in Quantico. We're going to give it to Florida because we watched Dexter for a day, and they do really good crime stuff down there.
They do really good crime stuff. I mean, I've seen the lab and the results. It's a great lab.
Like CSI Miami, they got good stuff.
That was an inappropriate show.
That was a great show.
It was great, and there was inappropriate parts.
Yeah.
It was a moderately naughty show. And the guy always talked like this.
He always talked like this, and then looked off like this.
Kind of walked crotch forward all the time.
Yeah.
I'm peacocking while investigating. Peacocking. And I can see why some people, there's some pushback on it because it's like, oh, why is this in the news? Obviously, it's because there's a person who is in the news. Wouldn't necessarily call her celebrity, but she's in the public eye.
She's around. People know who she is.
So that is why.
I didn't.
And apparently there must be I recognize the name, like her daughter's
Guthrie.
name, but that's it. But yeah, I mean, the shit like this happens all over the place. But I think a lot of people calling the FBI, like the locals, try to handle it. And there's just certain stuff where you're in over your head. And like that freaking sheriff was putting on interviews like every day, and then all of a sudden just stop. And I think someone just told him, like, look, dude, you need to shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just stop talking.
Yep.
Do the
I'm pretty
world
sure
a
the
favor.
FBI got. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a messed up situation. Hopefully, it's resolved by next week.
Uh-huh. Other news: a Russian drone attack in Ukraine kills a family of 4, including a pregnant mother.
I kind of feel like
That one I'm gonna have to look up.
The whole Russian-Ukraine thing is annoying. And they're just opening the door for Ukraine, who apparently has some of the best drone tech because they've had to develop it because of this war. Open the door to them sending in attacks into Russia. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like Putin needs to understand that your conventional military, you're showing to the world, is not capable. You're not that strong without your nukes. Nukes are pretty strong, though, so I get it. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know what his end game is here now. I think it has something to do with like access and stuff like that. And people are saying like he wants to get the territories demanding because it can be used as a launching point against NATO. The dude's not going to attack NATO. I don't even care if he had China backing him to do it. He's not going to do it. That's not going to happen. Because as soon as he attacks NATO, then he automatically triggers the U.S. military getting into a kinetic engagement with him. It's not, oh, we'll send you some bombs and we'll do this and we'll pay for this. It's okay. Well, now you force our hand. Now, hopefully we string this out until the Golden Dome is installed.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I just, at this point, I mean, it's going on for years. And it's like, I think Putin in Russia looks weak. Like, if you look at it for an optics view for everyone else in the world, you're not doing your country or your military any favors by continuing this bullshit. Like, seriously, just calling it like, I don't even care if they say, look, we're going to stop the fighting. We're going to figure this out. Even if I would have more respect for them, even if they went all the way back to the original borders, then you just keep going on and having tens. I'm pretty sure it's in the hundreds, if not millions of people, probably hundreds of thousands of people dead because you can't do anything. You're failing. The fact that they weren't able to steamroll Ukraine within the first month, and this has been going on for what? Shit, 4 years?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
I mean, dude.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think he's just messing around. With this, it says that family that got the drone strike, they actually fled a nearby town, about 38 miles away. They, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that town, but it was getting bombed. Like, Russia was just bombing the shit out of this town, and they were like, okay, let's run away. So they run away about 38 miles, and then fucking drone strike kills them, except for the mother. So it killed 3 toddlers and a father, and then severely injured the pregnant mother.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Evolution says Russia is a paper tiger military.
Paper tiger military.
Just have old ass hangy ball nukes.
Paraphrasing, but yeah.
No. For our blind listeners, he said hangy balls.
Hangy balls.
That's all it is, and I don't even know how up to date that is. Like, Russia as a country, that's why we've brought this up on the show many times. I think NATO is pointless and should have been disbanded after the USSR fell, because the USSR, which everyone now attributes to Russia, pooled all of its power, intelligence, and everything from all the countries that were part of the USSR. Russia on its own, other than them retaining the nukes from the USSR, really doesn't have all that much, other than a huge chunk of land that nobody wants to live in. It's like an upsized version of Alaska. With oddly, it's kind of weird because you think of like Russians being a hard ass, but their architecture is quite whimsical.
Whimsical? Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a big word. That's a nice word.
Have you not seen the buildings in Moscow with the twirly colors? Look like dollops of Cool Whip mixed with mint.
Cool Whip?
Cool Whip.
Whip. Why are you saying whip? There's an H.
Let's say, if anything, this war has shown why NATO isn't needed. I 1,000% agree with that.
Yeah.
I think NATO is literally operating outside their charter.
Yeah.
Because the original charter had nothing to do with Russia. So, I don't know. That's just me.
Just know your role and shut your mouth.
But, yeah, I mean, I think we should just go in, completely crush Russia economically, which I think we're actually working on. And, say, like, all right, well, when you decide not to be an annoying ass, give us a call, and we may let you back into the world circle.
I must break you.
I must break
you. Be like that. Just be like that to them. Great.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I think about that.
Cool. Well, moving on. Have you been watching the Olympics?
Sure haven't. For no political reasons or nothing. I just, not going to lie, I just kind of found out it was on. Not super into curling.
Curling's amazing.
Right?
It's actually interesting. The NFL, I think there's a few people in the NFL, George Kittle and somebody else, they're making their own curling league, and they're changing some of the rules a little bit to make it more exciting. It's basically shuffleboard on ice is what it is.
Yeah. If Kevin was here, I'm pretty sure he'd make an inappropriate anti-feminist joke. But
one of my my choir teacher in high school, back in, I think it's 96, or I can't remember what it was. It was sometime in the 90s. He said he was on the reserve team for the Olympics for curling.
I'm the broomer. I can broom like no other.
Yeah, it's interesting. But right now, Norway leads the way with 7 gold medals, and then it's the host country of Italy, and then it's the U.S. I think we are tied. No, we're tied for second for total medals. We have 14. Italy has 17. Most of theirs are bronze medals.
Losers. Third place winners is what they are.
Yeah. They got 6 gold, 3
just like they were in World War II,
and 8 bronze. I don't know. I watched a little bit of it. I watched the men's downhill the other night, and that one was really cool because they got up to like 90 miles an hour going fucking crazy down this mountain. So that was fun. And then what else?
I like the dudes with the giant skis that fly through the air.
That one we watched on, I think, during bowling on Tuesday that was going on.
What do you think about the U.S. athletes politicizing the Olympics? It's a good idea, bad idea?
I don't think politics should be brought into fucking Olympics. Just represent your country, do your sport, do your thing, get a gold medal if you can. Get a medal, have fun, but don't fucking make this shit political. Just fucking do your job.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. Like, you don't have to be political up or down. Just go, represent your country, be awesome, bring America back the gold.
Yeah.
And that's all you got to do.
And then come home.
Because you know what I don't give a shit about? An Olympic athlete's opinion on anything.
Yeah. Other than their sport, I don't care what they have to say.
So is like the brushwork like all in the wrist, or is it more of a shoulder thing? Possibly some elbow work.
Some elbow. Got to put some elbow into it.
Do you feel like you're flying when you're on your big skis? Is it the V that brings you the W? I'm just asking.
That's great. Let's see. Who's got 0? Who's got 0? Canada has. Oh, they have 0 gold.
It's because we're
They have
losers.
7 total.
Except for the ones that came to the U.S.
China has 4 medals.
Yeah, it's because they're juicing.
2 silver and 2. I thought they won gold the other day because I was watching speed skating and the U.S. woman, I think her skate got off the ice weird or something on a weird angle and she fell down and she took out like 3 out of the 5 racers.
Damn. Who knew that speed skating was a contact sport?
You lose control going that fast, yeah. And I think I think it's his girlfriend. She's in that. She's in speed skating.
Which one do you prefer the most? Summer or winter?
I'd say summer. You got basketball, you got volleyball.
I know you like the
volleyball. Nobody hates watching that. Other than maybe certain people don't. But I don't know. I just feel like you have more stuff in the summer.
Is wrestling a winter or that's a summer, isn't it?
Wrestling's in the summer, yeah.
That just annoyed the crap out of me when they try to get rid of it. I'm like, really? You have people prancing around on a mat with a ball and a ribbon, and you're going to get rid of one of the original games from the first Olympics.
Yeah.
That's
and they're putting flag football in there soon. I think the next
stupid.
Olympics. They're putting the flag football.
Flag football is fake football.
That's the Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl was flag football.
Yeah. Stupid.
It is. It'll be interesting because apparently there's an NFL for flag football now, and I never knew that. And they're all pissed off because they're trying to open it up to NFL players to be on the Olympic team, which it should be, because it should be the best of the country and not some random other people that aren't good enough to play in the NFL. So
everyone in this room is now dumber.
From what I said?
Just from the whole flag football thing actually being a real thing. That's what I think about that.
Okay.
It's just, flag football is fun. It's fun, fake football.
Yeah.
Oh. And I was good.
You kidding?
Wow. That, and I would cheat because I would loop my flag.
I did that too.
Yeah, there's little tricks.
You have to, and then they like yanking it, and they're like,
so you're dragging someone across the field by your flag. What? I don't know what's going on here. It's not stitched to my belt. No.
It's just super glue.
Just industrial Velcro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, pull harder. Speaking of football, the football world lost a very, very important man the other day. James Vanderbeek was in Varsity Blues.
Oh, yeah, now I'm making the connection.
The quarterback.
That dude had a lot of kids. 6.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did.
He had 6 Rugrats. I did not know that he was, of course, I don't know if they make this stuff public. I mean, I don't think I would, but I didn't know he was dealing with cancer. Kind of sucks that he died.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's done much for a while, but I mean, he was obviously a good husband and father, great family man. I liked him at Varsity Blues.
He was a good dude. He did some stuff occasionally, some TV here and there, and straight to DVD movies that nobody ever watched, I don't think. Then yeah, since he's been sick, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't really had to because he's got all that money from Dawson's Creek and Varsity Blues and whatever.
Yeah, but
else.
apparently they're saying I don't know, it's the internet, so who knows if it's true. Apparently they burned through a bunch of his money because of the sickness, so they had to start a GoFundMe. So now they've raised like $1.5 million, but you think you'd have money to pay for the insurance, but you never know what he was trying to be there for his kids.
Yeah. Yes. Get your yearly physical after 40.
And remember, they don't call October Proctober for nothing.
Yeah, I got my name. Excuse me, that's gross. Yeah, I got home from some family issues in Florida. I got home and I immediately called the doctor and set up an appointment. So yeah, make sure that you always check yourself out. Make sure everything's good with you. Nothing, don't want any surprises or anything like that. So make sure you get to the doc, people.
Yes. Well, you got anything else for happenings?
Not that I can think of.
You know what that means?
Boy.
It's time for Matt's movie review of the week. And that's brought to you by... I'm going to go piss real quick.
I churn butter and review movies, and I'm all out of butter.
Matt's churn butter. No butter's better.
We give him the title. He watches the movie. You get the opinion you never asked for. This is Matt's weekly movie review. I like movies.
All right. So this week's movie review of the week is Send Help. It's directed by Sam Raimi, who did the first 3 Spider-Man movies, Evil Dead 1 and 2, Army of Darkness, Drag Me to Hell, and Doctor Strange 2. So he is no stranger to gore, to horror, and psychological stuff. So it's starring Rachel McAdams, who is in Mean Girls, The Notebook, the 2 Doctor Strange movies, Wedding Crashers, and a ton of stuff. Dylan O'Brien, who was in the Teen Wolf Show, Maze Runner movies 1 through 3, American Assassin, Deepwater Horizon. He's a great actor. I like them both. Love them both. Right off the bat, this one, it's kind of a big deal. I really enjoyed this movie. It's Sam Raimi's first R-rated movie in about 25 years, and he does not hold back on it. It is great. A lot of fun watching it. From the very beginning, I was constantly trying to figure out where it was going, what was coming next, what the characters were doing. It's really an original film. You definitely know that you're watching a Sam Raimi movie, and it has some bits and pieces of other ones in it, but at the same time, it's its own movie. Afterwards, I was trying to compare it to some others or think of what it reminded me of, and it's Horrible Bosses, Evil Dead, Castaway, because they're on a deserted island, and there's some bits and pieces of Castaway in there, and then Misery, because she is batshit crazy in this movie. So it's really good, and each of those comparisons definitely fits some different aspects of this movie. About 90% of the movie consists of just Dylan O'Brien and Rachel McAdams on an island together, which puts a lot of pressure on them, but they definitely live up to it. Dylan plays this super entitled CEO who inherited the company from his deceased father. He's the worst boss. He's just a total douche the entire movie. Doesn't do anything, just wants to party with his friends and be surrounded by hot women and live off his family name. Treats his employees like crap, has zero self-awareness, does not care how he is. While Rachel plays this extremely intelligent, survivor, crazy, but painfully socially awkward employee. Nobody in the office likes her, especially Dylan. Everything about her, he just hates it. And there's a part earlier on when they first meet each other where she has something on her face, and he's just focusing in on that. And ever since then, he just hates her. Anyway, outside of work, she's obsessed with Survivor. Like I said, basically anything related to wilderness survival, she is a nut on that. Lives with her by herself with a little bird. So they take a business trip. They have to do this business trip, wrap up a big account with whatever. Their plane crashes in the ocean. They're the only survivors stranded on a deserted island together. He thinks he's still the boss of everything, but he is 100% reliant on her. She knows what she's doing. He has no clue. She's building them. She's hunting for him. She's building their housing, basically doing all the food, all everything, and he's just kind of sitting there and not knowing how to act. Uh, During the whole movie, they kind of flip flop, especially with him. It's like, do you think he's growing as a person? Do you think he's messing with her? Do you think she's messing with him? Um, Again, they kind of go back and forth. You're like, oh, I kind of like this douche of a boss now. He's kind of going good. Oh, never mind. Nope, don't do it. And then you kind of root for him towards the end there. For the most part, the movie is psychologically unnerving rather than physically violent. But when it does get violent, it definitely does. If you're not into a lot of gore or just over the top blood and stuff, there are certain spots you want to look away in this movie, and you'll know what I'm talking about. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. The performances are really what make this movie. Rachel McAdams gives a performance that's completely unlike anything she's done, and she kills it. She definitely plays the creepy psycho lady very well. At the start, she's really awkward, uncomfortable. Still someone you root for, but on the island, she's in her zone, and she, yeah, gets crazy. Dylan O'Brien, again, douche. Pretty much the entire movie. There are certain spots you really like him, you're rooting for him, but then he reminds you that he's just a dick. Movie has a lot of moments where it's funny, mostly kind of dark, awkward comedy, but still good. Again, I had a lot of fun with the movie. Really entertaining to watch. Um, for this movie, I actually gave it an 8.5 out of 10. A lot of people kind of give it a little bit less than that. Some people are obsessed with it. I really liked it. So yeah, 8.5 was my thing on it. If you're a fan of Sam Raimi movies, or you just want to watch something original that mixes psychological tension with survival horror and dark comedy, definitely recommend checking this one out. So that is my movie review of the week, and we'll see you next week, you cinephiles.
I like movies.
So I realized that when I played your intro, I have our audio going because me and Kevin laugh at how hilarious it is. So I do realize that I let everyone know that I was going to the bathroom while that intro was playing. Whoops.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just to get a little housekeeping out of the way, just let everybody know that we will have Jim Orberwise next week as a special guest. He is a congressional candidate in, I think, the 3rd district of Florida. He'll be a special guest next week. And we have 3 other guests lined up between this month and next month. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, we're going to have 2 guests back to back. So,
ooh.
A lot of interesting topics. Yeah, he's running for Florida's 6th congressional district, so he will be on next week as a special guest. And then go to our website, The Lost Art of Common Sense, or you can go Lost Common. Both work. Take you the same thing. If you want to see who our upcoming guests are, and if you want to be a guest on the show, just check out the website, hit the contact form. Any date that's not posted is available on a Thursday. If you have a busy schedule and are unable to do a live Thursday interview, we can probably work something out to pre-record and then release it on our normal show, because we're very accommodating on this podcast. and we will literally talk to anyone except for pedophiles. And
yes, we will not talk to you.
And racists. Like real racist, not like the less version of
no Klansmen.
The less version of everyone is racist. But yeah, we are looking forward to that. We do have 4 people locked in. Interesting topics ranging from someone running for Congress, election reform. We have a combat vet coming on talking about military issues, and a wonderful lady from Georgia who's coming on to talk about education. She is running for I guess it's the state's superintendent for schools. So,
nice.
Yeah, out of all of them, I think they're all going to be great topics. I am very interested to hear what she has to say because I do believe that education is a great equalizer, and education is power. So I'm going to be interested to see how she's going to tackle that in Georgia and just what her thoughts are on the topic in general.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, and just keep checking out the website for stuff because I will be updating guests that are locked in on the website so you can know what's up and coming. I don't like keeping secrets from our listeners if you go to the website. And if you like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Tell your friends about us.
Please do.
We're pretty informative, even if we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Matt does. He's smarter than us, but
yeah.
It's going to be a great few months. I agree. I agree with Kevolution. I agree.
Yes.
With Kevolution.
Kevolution, you are a smart fellow sometimes.
Yes, sometimes. He's also horrendously inappropriate at others.
Yes.
Well, Matt, you got anything else?
Not really. I think I'm good.
All right. Well, you got to end it.
Well, in that case, I'm Matt.
I'm Josh.
And you all keep on keeping on.
This was the Lost Art Common Sense.
Yeah, it's the Lost Art. I don't do this. This is Kevin. Right. Kevin, you failed.
Now you yell common sense. Common sense. You yell.
Common sense.
Common sense. That's your line.
Now keep on keeping on.
That's right. And don't be boring. Be a pirate. We'll see you next week, everybody, with a special guest.
Bye.
Socialism. We're all in this together. Remember, kids, socialists are retarded. Oh, yeah! America! America!